the rural area. Anambra State Police Command reassures of effective security of life and property. Death toll from a Ibadan explosion rises to 5. Prosecutor investigating gang attack on TV studios shot dead in Ecuador. Before the news in detail, here is a special message. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let us give him maximum support for the task ahead. Details of the news. I am Priska Wankwo. In furtherance of public-private community partnership of the Soludo administration, German-based clinic has volunteered to fix dilapidations noticed in some rural schools. The Chief Executive Officer and Manager of the clinic, Mr. Ekene Arize, disclosed this during a concert call to the Commissioner for Education, Professor Ngozi Chuma Ude. Mr. Arize said that he was deeply touched by the dilapidation in some schools when he visited the rural communities and came to receive government authorization to rebuild them. Responding, the Commissioner for Education, Professor Ngozi Chumude, said that the thinking of Mr. Arize was aligned with Governor Soludo's program of turning public schools to smart schools and public-private community partnership. She applauded the benefactor for coming to the assistance of the state and promised to provide the needed support. Work is in progress on the Unizik Y Junction Goodwill Junction Iswaniocha Road. Presently, earthwork is ongoing at the Y Junction Goodwill Junction axis of the road. ABS Works correspondent Ngozi Obileri will monitor the pace and quality of work on the road. Reports.
Men of the Niger Cat Construction Company were seen with heavy-duty equipment leveling and compacting the road for stone base and asphalt, having completed drainage construction on the axis. Speaking to the ABS, a trader at the Goodwill Junction axis of the road, Mrs. Faith Mokocha, noted that they experienced low patronage on the road before now due to the dilapidated state of the road, but now that the road is wearing a new look, sales have improved tremendously. She thanks Governor Chukwuma Soludo for being the solution to their numerous problems, especially on roads, praying God to bless him and his family.
Last 3 years, I attack out on the road. So when they some people they see far, I do go mama. I be say woman on road I drop. Man road, many people are not go mama. House of Mbepe Obodo. So obi the man were na road ana as no ya dị ya na mma o ya dị ya na mma gịnị family ya na mma na ifo na-eme ya na Chukwu na-eme ya ndụ ya bụ ya ọ ga n'iru ifo ọbụla dị mma mmadụ kwesịrị iweta na ndụ ya bụ nke ya n'aha Jizọs.
Another trader, Mrs. Kate Ude, who could not hide her excitement, added that good road defines a township, which he said Governor Soludo is trying hard to achieve in all corners of the state. Mrs. Ude was optimistic that the road, when completed, would bring about all-round development in the communities along the road, urging the governor not to relent, assuring him of their support always.
Ọbụlọgodu ụbọchị ọ bịara obodo a anyị na-akpọ ya Soludo solution anyị ya gosiri ihe ọ na-arụ na ihe ọ na-eme so aga m ekenekwa ya n'otu o si wee na-arụ ọrụ maka na mma ụzọ a na-arụ onye ewetara anyị ihe ọdịnamma ihe ọbụla ga na-aga onye kpọsa ore ọkwanye na-eweta devolution ọganihu mmepe obodo ebe ọbụla kacha.
From Goodwill Junction of Unizik Junction, Y Junction, Goodwill Junction, Iswaniocha Road, I am Ngozi Obileri for ABS News.
Police operatives attached to Anambra State Police Command have smashed an gang at Ibuku in Agwata local government area. According to a press release of the police public relations officer, DSP Ikenga Tochukwu, the gang, which boarded a commercial bus from Munewi, arrived police checkpoint, and when stopped for research, one of the hoodlums alighted, pulled a Beretta pistol, and was gunned down. It disclosed that a search of the bag they were traveling with yielded a concealed dagger. It said the Commissioner of Police, CP Adermi Adeoye, who praised the police personnel for their vigilance, has directed State Criminal Investigation Department to take over the case for thorough investigation and also ordered the immediate release of 2 elderly passengers who boarded the bus at a different location. The commander assured people of Anambra State that it will always live up to its responsibility to safeguard the lives and property of all law-abiding citizens in the state. The traditional ruler of Okija in the Ihiala local government area, Igwe Emeka Okize, has laid the foundation stone for the construction of Okija Community Event Center, an information communications technology ICT laboratory facility. The building, which is sited inside Umuatuegwu Health Center, is being constructed by Okija citizens in the UK. Correspondent Chukwemeka Modelim reports.
January 2024.
Speaking after laying the foundation stone of the project known as Okija House, Igwe Okezie described them as the true sons of Okija, having demonstrated that they have the progress of the town at heart by extending their wealth home, and assured them of all the necessary support required to accomplish the project. Addressing the gathering, the president of Okija citizens in the United Kingdom, Barrister Alex Ezamakam, explained that they embarked on the project in compliance with Governor Chukwuma Soludo's call on Anambra in diaspora to extend their wealth home for rapid development of Anambra State. Barrister Ezamakam disclosed that the first floor of the building will contain an information communications technology laboratory and a library, and their vision is that the facility will be used as a joint admissions and matriculation board, JAMB computer-based test center for unified tertiary matriculation examination UTME, while the ground floor will be used as an event center like wedding ceremony and any other celebration that will accommodate over 400 persons, as it will aid the development of Okija and generate income for the community.
Okija UK House is a dream, part of the vision of the governor of Anambra State, Professor Soludo, and the vision of our legislators here, where we came from. So Kaba Kwai Ndi Okija si London Luluno. So that's one of the basic introduction about the project.
On his part, the member representing Ihiala Constituency 2 in the Anambra State House of Assembly, Honorable Godin Ilo, commended the association for answering Governor Soludo's clarion call on Anambra in the diaspora by taking up the project to make Anambra a livable and prosperous homeland, assuring that Anambra State government will also support the project to make it a reality.
I want to sincerely appreciate the Okija people that is living in the UK, and that's the Okija UK based people. This is what we are talking about. Like you said, this is Akuluma. And like what you said, the governor has been calling for the people of Anambra State to come home and to make Anambra State a livable and prosperous homeland.
In their separate speeches, the Vice President of Okija citizens in the United Kingdom, Sir Kevin Okeke, and a member of the group, Mr. Ifeanyi Chukwu Ozulumba, noted that the project is their own way of adding value to Okija and complementing the efforts of the Anambra State government in developing the state. On his part, the President General of Umuatuegwu Okija, Mr. Gilbert Udemmado, who said that they will take the project as their own by safeguarding it to prevent theft and vandalism, assured that all the funds that will be released for the building project by the group will be committed to it.
I'm not doing it for money. Manan Mehemiah, Kamfo, now their vision, they accomplished. So here we are. I thank God that Ebidogia, as it is now, we have started.
From Okija, Chukwemeka Modelem, ABS News.
The Okunde family of Umwezane kindred of Ezi Umunya village, Umunya, has honored the patriarch of the kindred, Chief Clement Okunde. the custodian of Obi Umunya, with a befitting 90th birthday party that attracted important dignitaries. We have details of this report from here.
The children, grandchildren, friends and well-wishers of Chief Okundo converged at the country home of the celebrant to wish him well. The birthday celebration, according to the children of Chief Okundo, is to appreciate God for blessing their father with good health and long life. Some of the prominent personalities of Umunya who spoke at the occasion included Prophet Dr. Anne Nwachuhu, Chief Innocent Nwabeze, Chief Nwachuhu Ilangusi, Chief Christopher Ibobunam, and Mrs. Amaka Ibuamalu. In their respective speeches, described Chief Okundo as a good man and straightforward person.
Well, we are here to thank God for the life of our father, Mr. Okundo. He celebrated his 90th birthday today. To the glory of God at that age, we are here to appreciate God for his life. And we pray that God will continue to give him more sound health to see what better years ahead.
The children of the celebrants, Chief Dunga Eziamaka Okundo and Ndubisi Okundo, were all in a joyous mood for seeing their father clock 90 years and appreciative of the long life God granted their father. Some members of Umunya community, including Chief Vincent Okafo, Chief Chinedu Ehura, Chief Sunday Udebunu, among others, graced the occasion, while members of Odimma Umunya were not left out during the celebration. Highlights of the celebration were the cutting of the birthday cake by Chief Okundo, supported by his wife, children, friends, and well-wishers.
The Oyo State government has reported that the death toll resulting from the Tuesday explosion in Ibadan, the state capital, has increased to 5. The explosion caused extensive damage to numerous houses within the area. On Tuesday night, Governor Seyi Makinde provided an update stating that 2 deaths occurred on the day of the incident, with an additional victim succumbing to injuries in a hospital on Wednesday. In the aftermath of the blast, 7 individuals sustained injuries in the Bodija area of Ibadan. However, a recent update on Thursday from the Governor's Special Advisor on Security Matters, Fatai Owosedi, revealed that 2 more bodies have been recovered for the reason the death toll. According to the reports, the state government continues to monitor and respond to the situation as investigations into the cause of the explosion are underway. A prosecutor investigating an on-air attack on a top public television station last week has been shot dead in Guayaquil, Ecuador's largest city. Prosecutor Cesar Suarez, who earlier investigated some high-profile cases, was shot while driving, according to Attorney General Dana Salazar. The assault on TC television was broadcast live and led President Daniel Noboa to declare that the Andean country was in a state of internal armed conflict amidst a spate of violent crimes tied to drug trafficking. 13 alleged perpetrators have been arrested in connection with a TV station attack. It was a moment of sober reflection and sadness for the family, friends, and the management and staff of Anambra Broadcasting Service, ABS, during the burial of late Mrs. Nneka Anoliefo at a village, Umoji, Idemili North Council area. Correspondent Kenechukwu Chukwudi was at the burial ceremony, brings more details.
The late Mrs. Anoliefo, popularly called Adandi Igwe, by the singular art of returning money belonging to a traditional ruler, during one of their meetings, and in appreciation of her sincerity of purpose, she was bestowed with a name. She was also a member of the News and Current Affairs Department of the ABS before her unfortunate demise on December 5th, 2023, at the age of 48. The burial ceremony had practicing and retired Anambra-based members of the Nigerian Union of Journalists, friends and well-wishers in attendance. In a sermon, Reverend Augustine Okoji reminded Christians on the finality of death for all mortals, emphasizing on the need for everyone to live a life to be remembered when they are gone. He noted that late Mrs. Anolefu lived a fulfilled life, not minding her short stay on earth and tribulations of life she might have passed through, thanking God for her life. The eldest daughter of the deceased, Miss Chiamaka Anolefu, described her mother as a virtuous woman and a disciplinarian who loved and cared for her children, advising all to focus on God.
She's a loving woman, she's caring. Most of all, she's a wonderful disciplinarian. She's a very hardworking woman, a virtuous woman. She has dignity. She's very sincere.
The second and last child, Miss Chimamanda Anolefu, explained that her mother was a fearless woman who was dedicated in all she did and was very kind, regretting that she was not around to eat the fruits of her efforts. In his message, the Anambra State NUJ chairman, Dr. Odogwu Emeka Odogwu, noted that late Mrs. Anolefu was always calm and unassuming, praying for God to console the family, especially the children.
Nneka has a simple lifestyle. She is unassuming, quiet, amiable, and calming. She is God-fearing and dedicated and committed.
The acting director, News and Current Affairs, ABS, Mrs. Judy Jeff Nwabueze, in her remark noted that she, Mrs. Anolefu, had passion for her job with a deep sense of commitment, praying for God's strength for people to live purposefully.
She was very committed, passionate about her job. I pray that God will use people as channels of blessings to the children. People, including myself and you, everybody, to take care of these children, to ensure that they don't drop out of school.
Also speaking, Mrs. Ogochukwu Orano of ABS explained that late Mrs. Anolefu was humble, sincere, and had a unity of purpose for all who came in contact with her. Hymn renditions, prayers, and condolence visits by family, friends, well-wishers, including the ABS family, featured at the burial ceremony. From Umoji, Idemili North Council area, it's been Kenechukwu Chukwudi for ABS News.
Meanwhile, a commendation service has been held for the fallen staff of the Anambra Broadcasting Service, Mrs. Nneka Anolefu, at ABS Corporate Headquarters in Awka. The commendation service, led by Reverend Canon Basio Oji, had staff members of the ABS, both serving and retired, practicing journalists, including family members of the late Mrs. Anolefu, in attendance. Kenneth Chukwudi has the details.
In a brief sermon at the event, Reverend Canon Oji reminded Christians that death is inevitable, urging all to live a life for which they should be remembered for and cherished. He described the late Mrs. Anolefu as one that lived a fulfilled life, not minding her short stay on earth and the tribulations of life she might have passed through.
No, the world is a journey. It's also a mystery. And in the world, we have tribulations. She had her portion of tribulations, especially as a married woman.
The managing director of the Anambra Broadcasting Service, Sachido Obidiegu, in a remark, charged the people to always live life of legacy. He described the deceased as a diligent, full of ideas and dedicated to duty, given his interaction with her, and prayed for the repose of her soul and God's consolation upon her family.
I will just say never again. Never again that will come to ABS to mourn, especially for one who is as young as Nneka. You know, we are all birds of passage. Definitely, time must come for us to go. But our prayer, Okay, but when we go, obolo celebration of life, and not a time to mourn like we are doing about neck now. But the thing about today is that one day each and every one of us must answer this call. Then the question will be, on a day like this, what will be said about you? I want to condole the family, the daughters, and okay? It is not how far, but how well. And I think your mother led a wonderful life, okay? That should console you. And I know that you will not be abandoned. God will not abandon you.
The Vice President, Nigerian Union of Journalists, Southeast Zone, Mr. Emmanuel Ife-Sinachi, pointed out that the deceased was an asset to the state chapter of the Nigerian Union of Journalists, noting that her death was painful, praying against such deaths, while also condoling the family, ABS family, and entire union on her passage.
A utility, an asset to any union. She was active while alive. She contributed immensely, especially in the activities of the union. We are not happy, but we thank God for everything. Because the Bible said that in all things we give glory to God.
In a vote of thanks, a family member, Mr. Daniel Obi, appreciated the ABS for paying last respect to a departed colleague, adding that the late Mrs. Anolefu had a wonderful personality. Hymn rendition, prayers, and tributes featured at the commendation service. From the ABS corporate headquarters in Oka, it's been Kenetsuku Tukwodi for ABS News.
Remember that you can follow news and programs on ABS on many parts of the world by liking our Facebook page. Follow at Anambra Broadcasting Service. Subscribe to our YouTube page at ABS Television Oka. Follow on X at ABS Radio TV and on Instagram at ABS Radio TV. You can also log on to our website at www.absradiotv.com. And to end the news this evening, a recap of the main point. Anambra State government is partnering German firm to reposition schools in rural areas. Anambra State Police Command has assured of effective security of life and property. Their toll from Ibadan explosion has risen to 5. Prosecutor investigating gang attack on TV studio has been shot dead in Ecuador. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. And that ends the evening news at this time on ABS Television. Thanks for watching. I am Priska Honko. Good evening and have a wonderful night rest.